Yeah, so it was last night. I went out to Shelbyville. So Timpson versus Shelbyville. You know, whenever I was talking with head coach Jared Wallace earlier in the week, he kind of made a joke before we started the interview saying, I bet you don't go out and do interviews with many 1-5 football teams. And, you know, we kind of laughed about it because it's like, yeah, normally you don't see that a team that's 1-5 because to a lot of these, you know, the casual fans out there who are like 1-5, this team must stink. But when you play the schedule that they have throughout this early part in the season, they got their first win against Carlisle 2 weeks ago. Obviously, we know what Garrison is, and I've said it a whole bunch. Even Coach Wallace said it. You know, it's the SEC of 2A is that district. I've always said it. You know, it's 2A here in East Texas is some of the best that you'll find across the entire state. Good luck finding, you know, better talent there in the 2A ranks, both Division I and Division II, and that's certainly the case. You know, you think about Terry Bussey and Jacoby Williams, obviously up in Beckville, and then with Timpson, obviously going to Texas Tech and Texas A&M. You know, you think of those guys, all of those 2A here in East Texas, and to see the talent that they have to go up against each week and getting this win in the way that they did, come from behind. Now it was a 4-point deficit, albeit, but still getting that come from behind win to pick up your second win of the season, your first district win of the year, to kind of, like you said during the actual Red Zone show, to kind of catapult themselves right back into the playoff picture. And obviously our game ball winners, super excited to talk to them later this week once again for the back-to-back weeks. But still, I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, you know, getting these 1-5 teams to get, you know, motivated during the week. Sorry, I'm losing my track here, losing words here. Brain scramble, been running around all day. But, you know, to get these 1-5 teams motivated, and, I mean, it showed on Thursday night, getting that big win in a much-needed, in a has-to-win, a must-win scenario.
Well, and you got to think about the players. They realize time is running out, and we got to make up some ground somewhere. You know, and for the coaches, they're hearing that from the coaches. Not all of the players, because, you know, some of the teams are not in that position. But this is, I think last week would have been the time, or maybe 2 weeks ago, to begin to pull away. You know, pull away from 2, 2 from 3, 3 from 4. And 4 just keep up. Because then if you keep up, you get a shot to stand in there. So, all right, buddy.